Well then. So much to do, so little time. That should work. All right then, let's get to it.
Building completed.
This will be a masterpiece. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. All right then, let's get to it. That should work. It'll only take a second. This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time.
Where to?
Building completed. Building completed.
Let's see.
Corporal, did you send out hunters already?
Yeah, and they already found some game. I also tasked a couple of men to gather wood, as you suggested. What's next?
Good question. I suggest you head out and see if you can find more suitable spots to establish outposts. Closer to the elves, preferably. The more territory we control, the easier it will be to win the battle.
Makes sense.
All right, let's find more spots to set up outposts. We need to gain more ground.
Agreed. Good choice.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
What do we need?
We're being attacked! Building completed.
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
What's next?
Building completed.
Stay alert.
Wouldn't it be wise to expand into the Northern Territory too? That might give us an advantage over the elves.
Probably, but there's no way on EO will get a cart through that river. Let's get someone to repair the bridge first.
Our workers are under attack.
Make it quick! Charge!
Whatever's necessary.
Orders?
For the crown! Take them down! Easy.
Yes?
Yes, that's a good spot.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Huh? Ah! You don't know who you're messing with. For the queen! Just give up!
You read my mind.
As you command.
Need scouting?
Now, attack!
This'll be funny.
I ride with Hiram.
Yes, that's a good spot.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Acknowledged.
For the crown!
Building completed.
What is it?
Of course.
For the crown!
I'm dead.
Will do.
Charge! Here!
I'll take a look.
Do it.
I beg your pardon.
I said do it. Rob me, beat me up, kill me. That's all you people do these days, isn't it? Mage wars, more here elves, blood burn. Sometimes I wonder how I even made it to this age. Ah, well, every streak of luck has to end eventually, doesn't it? Seems that mine ends with bandits.
We're not bandits.
Oh. Well then, what brings you here?
We're soldiers, and we're here to investigate the recent outbreak in Leonon.
Outbreak? I assume it's this blood burn you're talking about. Then I apologize for my insolence. Care for a glass of mulled wine? Some chicken broth, maybe?
Thank you, but we're short on time.
I see. Well, then how can I help you?
You don't sound like a villager. Where are you from?
Oh, long story. Briefly put, I'm from Everlight. Tiara's Grace, if that name sounds familiar.
That's the noble quarter of the city, isn't it? You must have had quite some coin if you lived there.
That is correct, I did. Drapery was my craft, and I was good at it. But then I grew older, and the usual questions began to arise. You know, the ones that sound silly, but nonetheless keep you awake at night.
Such as?
Let's not go into detail. Suffice it to say that they made me question some of my decisions. Long story short, I gave all my belongings to an orphanage and looked for a quiet place to do some soul-searching.
What do you know about the outbreak in the village?
Not much. I tried to stay away from the village as much as possible. They are decent folks, but, you know, I came here for serenity. All I know is that 3 weeks ago, those elves showed up and made camp. As if it were the most natural thing in the world. More here elves, by the look of them.
3 weeks. That's before the infection must have occurred.
Some days, yes. But I doubt they had something to do with it, if that's what you were thinking. They were quite friendly with the villagers, even though they wouldn't tell them the reason for their presence. Then the dying started. Evidently, I observed all this from afar. I was out fishing on the lake, to be precise. But still, it was enough to get a good picture. The first victim I saw was one of the farmers. He was out working his fields when he suddenly collapsed. To me, it looked as if he was coughing blood.
Keep talking.
Well, he got up, and immediately the elves that were there carried him back into the village. The next day, it happened again. Only this time, to 2 women doing their laundry at the creek. Again, the elves helped. I couldn't tell from the distance, but it even looked as if that tall woman, their leader, examined them. Whatever she did, though, it didn't stop the plague. That same night, there was screaming from behind the village walls, and it lasted for the entire week. It was gruesome.
I see. And I guess you don't happen to know what exactly the elves are doing this for.
I don't. But for what it's worth, the elves don't seem to be afraid of this plague. They did not avoid physical contact with the infected. At least, not that I saw. Also, even though they helped the villagers once the bloodburn broke out, they didn't seem to be too... how should I say? Agitated. To me, it looked as if they knew what they were dealing with.
Is the entire village affected?
I don't think so, but I can't be certain. The elves only locked down the village some days ago. But before that, I still saw farmers on their fields and people fishing the creek. Though it was just a handful now instead of dozens, as it was before that. So whatever atrocity that plague is, it did not take all of them.
You don't know that. Maybe the bloodburn is already in them and is simply not broken out yet.
Possible. I am neither apothecary nor alchemist, so I wouldn't know.
What about you? Were you never afraid you'd get infected too?
Well, of course I was. Which is why I stayed away from the creek after it got truly dire. I only returned yesterday, when the screaming had ceased. However, I still feel fine.
Between when the elves arrived and the first outbreak, did you notice anything odd?
Such as?
Such as odd noises.
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
Some information will be useful. Is there another way inside the village apart from the southern gate?
Another? Oh. You want to get past the Elven barricade. Apart from the north and the south gate, no, there isn't.
There's a second entrance?
Yes, there is. Just follow the path to the east.
We'll be off.
Fair enough.
Look at that, boys. Bandits up ahead.
We're in for some fun.
They will fall.
We're being attacked! Our capital is under attack.
Good choice.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes?
Try.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
I'm ready.
Where to?
Of course.
For Northander!
Yes? Any news?
Yes, we set up some new outposts as you suggested. What now?
Well, I guess now would be the time to arm our men and prepare them for the attack. In other words, we should put up a barrack.
Then that's what we'll do.
And remember, build billets to make space for new recruits. Should you need defenses, there is always the option of building some wooden towers.
Understood. Thanks, Gerald. All right, I think our outpost is in a good spot now. We made it. The barriers are down.
Yet no sign of their scryer. She must be hiding inside. Bloody coward. Let's move in.
We should probably gather our party before venturing forth. I have a bad feeling about this.
Heading out.
This'll be bloody.
Salangar, this isn't over.
It's over.
What about the scryer?
We'll get her. Talk to us, woman. What happened here?
Are you?
Sent by the Queen. Now talk. We...
What was that?
Elves. They must have gotten reinforcements.
Corporal, Tahar, return to the outpost at once. They need someone to lead the defenses.
Understood. What about the village?
Anselm and I will guard it. The rest of the Wolf Guard should arrive any second now. We will just have to hold the village until then. Now move.
All right, Tahar, let's move. Back to the outpost and quick.
We lost the sector, Commander.
Stop, that's enough. Please, just listen to me.
Forward!
Pray tell.
Now would you look at that?
Please, I give up. All that, we didn't want any of it.
You should have thought of that before you attacked us.
Your men attacked us as soon as we got inside. I'm sorry. Scryer Elian told us about you. About the reason you're here and your disagreement.
That's one way to put it. Your people opened fire on us.
Yes, and they shouldn't have. Elian, she got scared. She had her orders, you know, to protect the village. It was never our intention to start a war.
Whatever your intentions, this is Northander territory. Capturing a village, invading our lands, this is an act of war.
I know, but the situation required that we acted quickly. And given recent developments in your country, we could not take the risk of you denying us entry.
Recent developments?
Yes. The purity of light and their persecution of mages. Especially to us as elves, who are almost all magically gifted. We just don't understand why Lord Marshal Arendir just lets them do as they please.
And that justifies breaking a century-old treaty between our races? That's some strange reasoning.
I get your concerns.
That's a relief. I was beginning to fear all of Northander had lost their minds. Either way, this is a different topic.
It is. If it wasn't your intention to start a war, then what was it? Why did you come here?
For the same reason you're here. The Bloodburn. The more here elves have been struck by it too. At least we believe so.
I figured as much. So you were here to... what? To examine it?
Yes. We are here to study an outbreak firsthand.
And you aren't afraid? How do you protect yourselves against an infection?
We don't. You see, that's one of the many misconceptions you humans have about the Bloodburn. It's not an ordinary disease, as your Lord Marshal believes, and thus it's not contagious. You could ask a dying woman for a dance and it would not affect you.
How can you be so certain?
Just observe the pattern. It can wipe out an entire village, but the one a mile south of it remains unaffected, even if the wind is blowing in their direction. And for some reason, it may take a strong man of 30 winters and spare his grandmother. Where's the logic in that?
Maybe we just haven't understood the pattern yet.
If you think it's contagious, you must have brought some protection, didn't you? What was it, a potion?
Yes.
Please show me.
Here. Sorry, Tahar, but I want to see this.
Just as I suspected. Watch.
What the? What are you doing? You're drinking it.
Yes, because it's just fire nettle extract, nothing else. Your medicine is completely useless, and whoever brewed it knew that. Please, I beg you, you need to believe me. The bloodburn isn't an ordinary plague.
Then what is it?
This is what we're trying to find out. But, as of now, we believe it to be a curse of sorts. One originating from a very ancient, unknown kind of magic. So this is it, Evran. The truth. We are here to understand.
I still don't understand, though. Why didn't your scryer let us in?
Isn't it obvious? Because she wanted to prevent you from carrying out that order.
What order? To examine the bloodburn?
Oh, I see. Your general. I'm afraid he didn't fill you in on your true orders. The village is to be purged. Every survivor, children, women, elders, will be killed. The Crown believes this is what it takes to prevent the bloodburn from spreading to Greyfell.
Building completed.
Then we need to stop him.
I was hoping you would say that. I would help you if I could, but given what's happened, I doubt my presence would help. In other words, it's in your hands now. We will withdraw our people until dawn. Farewell, Evran. And thank you for sparing me.
Bertrand, what do you make of this?
Of what that elf just told us?
Yeah.
Honestly, no idea. I don't think he's lying, but that doesn't mean they're right. Especially not that part about our orders.
And if they are, what should we do?
I don't know. We can't refuse an order, can we? You know, that would make us deserters.
Yeah, you're right. Understood.
Tahar.
Anselm, what happened? Where's the general?
Up north. He left us in charge. What about the outpost? Is it safe? Since you just strolled in here, I suppose the elves have somehow surrendered.
They have. Look, Anselm, I need to talk to the general. There's something about the bloodburn we didn't even...
Save your breath for later, Corporal. This place is getting purged.
Purged? You mean...
Yes, it's tragic, but there's no other choice. The general said it was the plan all along. Until we know how this plague spreads, we cannot allow any of these people to leave. Not alive.
Forget it. I'm not killing these people, and you won't either.
That's what I wanted to hear. One last thing before we kill you, betrayer. Do you remember her face?
Whose face? What in the blazes are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Well, that's a damn good question. 8 years ago in Iskander, when your father tried to execute you, and the Wolfguard stopped him, it was my sister who paid the price for it. Isamo Tahar. He burned her alive. He blasted the skin from her skull. And all just because of you. All because of the fucking betrayer's child. But no, that wasn't enough. Instead of killing you like he should have, General Noria took you in, trained you as if you were something special. Wolfguard. He might as well have spit on my sister's grave.
Anselm, this isn't fair. This isn't fair, and you...
Fair? Fuck fair! She died, damn it! She died! Only so this piece of shit could live. Good thing is, you refused the direct order, so we don't even need to cover this up. Now let's get this over with.
No, Anselm, you can't do this!
Watch me.
For the Queen!
Yes?
Charge!
Oh, shit. Stay calm, Bertrand. This wasn't our fault. We just have to...
Tahar, there's news from the jet. Tiara's breath. What happened here?
We can explain. They...
Stay where you are. Slaughtering your own brethren. I can't believe it, Tahar. I should have guessed. Drop that weapon now. And you too, Carpal. Unless you want to save the hangman some work.
Hangman?
What do you think? You're charged with high treason. Betrayed by the betrayer's child. The general will love to hear this.
I told you this would happen, Angar. I told you.
I just can't believe this is all you have to say in your defense, Tahar.
Anselm and his friends attacked us. Do you need me to write it down for you?
Watch your tongue, Tahar. General, you are a soldier of the Queen, Tahar. And for the past 8 years, you have served us well. Not only that, you even went as far as to refuse obedience to your father, because you knew what he did was wrong. I respect that. But killing 5 of your brethren in cold blood and refusing a royal order, I cannot let that go unpunished.
But this is ridiculous! The General was wrong, for heck's sake. The bloodburn is not contagious. What should we have done? Slaughter an entire village?
Blazes, are you that ignorant or just plain stupid, Carpo? These elves would have told you anything. They were the ones who betrayed our treaty in the first place. But I'm done explaining myself. This is a waste of time. You're a murderer, Tahar. I should have seen that right away, but I didn't. And the same goes for you, Carpo. You're a disgrace to the Wolfguard.
Tell me one thing, Tahar. Do you have any regrets?
I do. They were my brethren.
Corporal Tahar, Corporal Carpal, you are hereby found guilty of murdering 5 soldiers of the Royal Army and insubordination. The punishment is death by the string. Take them to the dungeons.
That's it.
Pardon?
Since you've been sitting here, I've been wondering why your face looks so bloody familiar. Now I remember. I saw you in the courtyard, back when they took me to my... how did they call it? Trial? You're one of them, aren't you?
If I was one of them, would I be sitting here?
Were one of them. Sorry. I'm guessing I should be mad at you, shouldn't I? For serving these idiots. But As it seems, we're sitting in the same dirt, so sod it. I'm Iria. Iria Finanmir. What's your name?
Just call me Tahar.
Tahar? As in Isamo Tahar?
He was my father, yes. But I fought him in the Mage Wars.
Huh. None of my business, I suppose. So, tell me, Tahar, what brings you to this wonderful place? Came to enjoy some nice hours of sitting in rat crap and hearing those zealots torture the living shit out of our kind? I hate to disappoint, but it gets boring after a while.
I think you know what I'm here for. I'm sentenced to die on the pike, just as you are.
Oh, I see. How come? If I'm not mistaken, you're Wolfguard, aren't you? And aren't you guys supposed to be some kind of elite?
I was a corporal and refused an order.
Oh? What kind of order?
Long story. In short, our general ordered us to slaughter an entire village. Leonon. He wanted to prevent a plague called the Bloodburn from spreading, but how should I say? Was missing some crucial information.
Which was?
The Bloodburn isn't contagious.
Blazes. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world. I got ambushed. Soldiers of House Leonider, as they called themselves. I was trying to reason with them, but they wouldn't listen. I knew I shouldn't have done it, you know? Use my magic. But in that moment, I was just so bloody scared.
What did you do?
I only remember fragments. 2 of them lunged at me. I grabbed their arms and let my light magic run free. It was over in less than a minute. I didn't even know I could do that.
Light magic can kill.
It can drain, yes. It's not what it's made for, but nonetheless deadly.
And I take it you got caught.
No, not at first. But I'd rather not talk about it. They're going to kill us. And, you know, there is still a part in me that thinks this is all a bad dream. Are you afraid?
I try not to think about it.
So do I. Thing is, it doesn't work. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I haven't given up yet. We need to find a way out, and we need to do it quick.
We're in a prison.
How did you guess? Doesn't change the fact that we need to get out. I've searched every part of my cell, and there's absolutely nothing. But yours is a lot bigger. Go see if you can find anything.
Like what? A magical key?
No, a fragile bar in the walls. Something that can help us pick a lock. Whatever. Or maybe start by taking a look at that breakthrough in the wall behind you. So? See anything?
Nothing. It's a dead end.
Shit. Well, that explains why they haven't repaired it. Then keep looking.
Now would you look at that? Interesting. Iria, I found something here. It looks like a piece of thread.
Great! One of the prisoners must have left it. See if you can find a nail or something like that. That way we could make a lockpick.
A lockpick? What do you think this is, a child's game? We are in the Grey Keep prison. Even if you had Zerbo's keys, you wouldn't get that door open.
Just ignore him. What's that? What are you looking at?
I don't know. Some sort of grate. There's something stuck down there. Looks like a piece of metal.
Are you serious? Get it!
I'm trying, but... Oh, shit!
Ellen's reins. Are you alright?
I think so. What was that?
A tunnel spider. Just yesterday, one of the prisoners got bitten.
Shit. But you killed it.
And I have that nail.
Right, the nail. You still have the thread, right? Now put it...
All right, scum. Time to wake up. Defilers? Those 2. Isn't that?
The betrayer's child. Yes.
Interesting. I'm Rondar Lacane, the Harbinger of Light. And you are here because you've sinned. I don't know how, and it doesn't matter. But the light has found you guilty.
Mercy! Please, sir! I have children, a wife,
Quiet, scum. Don't. He's afraid. And he should be. So, I'm here for a simple reason. You, the Defilers, are beyond repentance. But you 3, you may not be. If you admit your sins now and accept the light into your life, you may be given a second chance. You may be born again as servants of Aeonir. The choice is yours. Child?
I don't think he can hear you, Your Holiness.
Why? I believe my instructions were clear. If they are not defilers, they are not to die until they have been given a chance.
I know, Your Holiness, but he was already weak when the soldiers brought him here. He must have had some untended wounds.
I see. Well, may the light have mercy on your soul, child.
I repent! Please, Your Holiness, I repent!
You do?
Yes!
Then confess. Confess that you have done wrong. Confess that you are corrupted. Confess that your life is and was always empty without the love of the All-Father. And confess that it is only this love that can lead you back to the path of virtue.
I confess, and I accept the light as my salvation.
Then rise and be born again. Open the door, child, and take him away. I will join you in the courtyard.
Are you certain, Your Holiness?
I am. Leave.
Of course.
What a lunatic.
What now?
No idea. But as long as that priest fellow is here, we have no way to get out unseen. Wait. Do you hear that?
You heard it, didn't you?
That voice, yes.
That's interesting.
You aren't making any sense.
The blood burn. What do you know about it?
Only that it's some kind of magical plague.
A magical plague? Yes, that's one way to put it. Where do I start? 6 months ago, before the first occurrence of the blood burn, Aeonir showed me a vision. It was beautiful, riveting.
Like the one that made you found the purity of light in the first place?
I see you're well informed. Yes, like that one.
Must be handy to have so many visions.
I don't expect you to understand my faith, Tahar, so spare me the irony. But that particular vision I had that night was different. I woke up in a wide, empty desert. The sun was glaring, and the sand was almost burning. Yet I felt completely at ease. I began to walk until I saw the walls of a beautiful giant city, white as marble. When I reached the gates, they were wide open. By then, the sun had become even more intense, glaring, engulfing the city in a sea of light. Still, I was not afraid. I entered the city and found the streets deserted. I can't remember for how long I walked, but it must have been hours. Until, finally, I saw him. The All-Father, Aeonir. A figure made of pure light.
You met Aeonir?
Yes. I don't think that you as a non-believer could possibly understand what it felt like. But what matters is that he spoke to me. He told me that the blood burn was imminent, and how we can cure it.
So, how can we cure it?
Well, that's where you come in. I wasn't certain at first, but now I am. He told me that there's someone who would play a pivotal role in all this, whose blood is connected to the plague, and I would recognize him or her when the time comes.
And you believe that's me?
I do. Let me tell you a story. 3 weeks ago, a small village was almost completely wiped out by the blood burn. I went there, together with 6 of my priests, to follow up on my vision. As you can imagine, It was atrocious. By the time we got there, most of the townsfolk were already dead. Save for one man, an elf healer. Witnessing that bloodbath, it had broken him. However, he was still able to tell us some very interesting things. Among them, that he believed the infection occurred right after he heard something that night. A song. The Song of the White, as we now call it.
Hang on. You're saying that this singing we just heard actually causes the blood burn?
Correct. And since, according to that elven healer, the words of the song resemble the Shaper tongue, we think that the blood burn might be connected to the Shapers.
Nonsense.
Actually, he might be right. Lord Marshal Arendir told me something similar. Noises before an outbreak.
All right, now I'm lost. If this song causes the blood burn, why are you the first to make that connection?
Because not everybody hears it. Only those who are magically gifted do, and this hearing also protects them from the disease itself. Both of you are. And that leads me to believe that you, Tahar, are the one Aenir spoke of. The pariah, who will help us put an end to the blood burn.
There isn't much of a choice, is there? If we don't help you, we'll be executed.
Yes, but even if your situation were different, helping us would be in your best interest. If we don't stop the blood burn, all of Io will be affected, regardless of race or faith. And also, being chosen by Aenir is a great honor, one some of my followers would kill for.
A friend of mine has been sentenced to death, too. His name is Bertrand Carpel. Can you get him out as well?
Bertrand Carpel? Yes, I've heard about him. Another member of the Wolf Guard, isn't he?
Yes. I don't know where he is, though. They separated us after the trial.
Then I'll see what I can do, though your escape is more important right now.
I know, and thank you for helping us.
It's Aenir's will. There are some arrangements I have to make first. Give me a few moments. Two more things before you set out. First, you'll have to use the sewers to escape. There's an entrance in the tower's cellar that leads through the mountains. Get out of the prison and go there as quick as possible. Once you are out of the fortress, leave the city and head to Farland's Hope. It's a small village to the northwest in Iskander. There you'll meet with a contact of ours, an expert on Shaper culture who will help us decipher the song. His name is Iskrim, and he's a dwarven scholar. We set him out on a mission to find Mulandir 3 weeks ago.
Mulandir?
The ancient city of the Shapers, yes.
So, you want us to help that dwarf find Mulandir, don't you? What for?
Isn't it obvious? To find clues about the song.
How do we find the dwarf? Will he be in the village?
It's possible, but I doubt it. Once you arrive there, you should talk to the village mayor, Clara Farland. She works for the Purity and will provide you with all the information you need. Just tell her you are sent by the light.
Sent by the light. Fair enough. Anything else?
There is. Here, take this.
What is that? What the heck? What was that?
The rune. It imprinted itself on you.
Imprinted? What is that thing?
Hard to answer. To put it shortly, they are a gift of Aenir to us as his servants. They protect us. If the bearer of such a rune loses his life, he will be revived by Aenir's light.
Did you just say...
Revived, yes.
So, these things make us, what, immortal?
Not immortal, no. But they provide you with a chance. Should you die and be brought back to life, the rune will lose a part of its power. Its energy will take you to one of Aenir's shrines, and there your body will be mended.
Aenir's shrine? You are talking about the Elam Sar, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Though most people call them the Godstones. To join a Godstone with your rune, you will need to touch the stone with it.
And then what?
You'll see. Either way, we shouldn't waste any more time. This should be self-evident, but only tell people you fully trust of our cooperation. I will do the same. Now go. Head to Farland's Hope, find the dwarf, and find Mulandir.
All right. Goodbye then, I guess.
Goodbye. Ah, one more thing, Tahar. The two of us. We are more alike than you think. You are searching for something, for the answer to a question. And while I have found mine, you haven't found yours.
What are you getting at?
Well, you see, I'm not a fool. I know you haven't seen the light as I have, and I do not expect your loyalty. But as I said before, your blood, your lineage, it is somehow connected to all this. And even though I don't know how, maybe our cooperation can help you find the answer. But I've wasted enough of your time. Farewell, Tahar. Farewell, Iriar of Finanmir. We will meet again.
All right, so that just happened. What now?
Let's just get out of here.
Okay. We should probably get our gear back first, though. Let's look around.
Let me see.
There. I think this is where they put our gear.
Then let's go get it.
Much better.
Indeed. Odd that this place is unguarded, though.
Don't jinx it.
Yes. Just give the word. Uh-huh. So, what's the plan?
What do we need?
Yes. I'll take a look.
Let's see. Yeah, the rune. It's reacting to something.
And I think I know what. Do you see that stone over there? That's a god stone. I think we should try to join the rune with it, like the Harbinger suggested.
Got it. Interesting.
Sounds like a plan.
A fork.
Any ideas which way to take? You know this place, right?
Not as well as I'd like to, but I'm pretty sure the one to the left leads up to the courtyard. We should prepare for heavy resistance, though.
And the other one?
I don't know, but it leads farther down the mountain. I remember hearing some guards talk about a hidden entrance into the prison. I'm guessing they used it to smuggle booze in here for the long shifts.
So either we risk fighting dozens of guards or getting lost in the caves. What do you think?
That way? Fair enough. Let's do this. Get ready.
Now would you look at that? Blazes.
You all right?
Yeah, it's just... I knew them.
Oh, I'm sorry. How do you feel?
I don't know. They chose their own fate, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Let's just get going.
Huh. Interesting.
Tiara's breath. Someone's there.
Blazes.
You're now officially a deserter.
Let me see.
Whatever's necessary.
All right, here goes nothing.
Blazes! Alarm!
You got it.
Let's see.
Sounds like a plan.
They will fall.
By the... It's Tahar!
What are you doing? Shouldn't we be headed to that white tower?
Gray Tower. Yeah, just wanted to check something.
Here we go.
Hold on, is that... Blazes! Get them!
You read my mind.
take a look.
Blasted. That's Gary and Armin.
Meaning?
Wolfguard. And no, don't even think about it. Those are elite soldiers from the unit I served in.
Way I see it, the way down into the cellar is right here. As long as we stay out of sight, we should be fine.
All I'm saying is I don't like these dressed up idiots acting as if they're the ones making the laws now.
What would you have the Lord Marshal do? The people believe in them.
If whoever the people believed in would be in power, unicorns would be running this country now.
With over 7,000 soldiers stationed in Greykeep, the fortress's need for...
Here we are. Now where's that secret sewer entrance the Harbinger was talking about?
No idea. I've never been to this part of the keep.
Okay. Wait. Do you hear that? Footsteps.
Yeah, they noticed we're gone. We need to move quickly. What do we need? Alistair. That's bad.
Know him?
Yeah. We need to reason.
Tahar? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be...
Rotting in a cell. You better have a damn good explanation for this, Corporal.
It's not how it looks, Alistair. You don't know the whole story.
Why are we even listening? We know what he did.
Yes, you know what I did. I tried to save a bloody village full of innocents from being slaughtered. And now they want to kill me? Forget it. I'm not gonna give in like that.
But he had to do it. If he hadn't purged that village, the bloodburn might have spread to Greyfell.
See, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're all wrong. The bloodburn isn't contagious. It's a curse. And slaughtering these villages did nothing. You hear me? Nothing. That night in the Kraken, didn't you tell me you still dream of that child? That you're still blaming yourself for not doing the right thing when you could have? That's what I did. And I'm not gonna die for it.
But how do you know?
What?
How do you know it's just a curse?
One of the elves in Leonin told me. It's a magical scourge and they're trying to find its origin.
An elf. Right. They'd know, wouldn't they? After breaking the treaty.
Remember the red fever? It spread throughout half of Io within weeks. Do you know how many people died? Hundreds of thousands. If the bloodburn were as contagious as the General thinks it is, we would be standing in a sea of bones right now. Please, just think for a moment. I'm not the enemy.
You... Stop it, Esben. Tahar's innocent.
What?
You heard me. You can pass, Tahar. Though I'm not sure what you're hoping to find down here.
Neither are we. Thank you, Alistair. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be thanking. Now go. We'll cover for you.
I can't believe you just did that.
Well, I did.
Interesting. There. That must be the entrance the Harbinger was talking about. It should lead us through the mountain into the sewer system.
All right. And what then? How far is this village, Farland's Hope?
It's in Iskander. A 4-day journey. Maybe a bit more.
You do realize we don't have to do this, right? We could just make a run for it.
I don't think so. Lacane would find us. And if what he says is true...
Wait, you actually believe that? This vision stuff?
Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. But I think for now we should stay on his good side. We can figure out the rest later.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I wouldn't know where to go anyway. All right then, Corporal. Lead the way and I'll follow.
With Aelot Iskander executed for allying with your father during the Mage Wars, the Iskander lands have since fallen into anarchy. On your journey, you've met many travelers, sunken-cheeked figures who've told you stories about...
All right, let's see. According to our map, Farland's Hope should be down this path to the east. We need to be careful, though. From what I've heard, things have become pretty grim in Iskander after the rebellion. You know, bandits, roaming monsters, orcs, the usual delights.
I know. We'll be on our guard.
Good. Then let's get going.
What do you mean I can't pass? We need to get fresh water.
And there goes another one.
The commander said villagers only. They look like they can take care of themselves.
Look at that. Visitors, welcome to my humble abode. It's been some time since I last saw a stranger's face. What brings you to these lands?
Business. What are you doing in a place like this?
Well, first of all, I live here, and secondly, this place is the only place I can do my work.
What kind of work?
Do you see that well over there? It connects to a big lake directly beneath our feet. The only source of clean water for this part of Iskander.
So you sell water to the villagers?
Villagers, bandits, orcs, whoever has the coin.
Why don't the orcs just kill you?
Because, just like anyone else, they need water. And I'm the only one who can provide them with it.
Why? Couldn't they just kill you and use the well for themselves?
Aye, so it should seem. But a good trader never reveals his secrets.
Why don't the orcs just kill you?
Because, just like anyone else, they need water. And I'm the only one who can provide them with it.
Why? Couldn't they just kill you and use the well for themselves?
Aye, so it should seem. But a good trader never reveals his secrets.
These parts aren't exactly safe. Aren't you scared of all the monsters?
Not really. I know I may not look it, but I know how to defend myself.
Wouldn't it be much safer to stay in Farland's Hope?
With those pitchfork-wielding farmers as guards around? No, I don't think so. I'm fine right where I am.
All right, we'll go now. Good luck with everything.
What, so you're not going to ask me about that ridiculously large tree that fell right onto my roof?
What happened?
Well, it's simple. Somewhere in the forest live a bunch of trolls. You know, the house-high, big-teethed feral type. 2 days ago, in the middle of the night, I saw them lurking near the house. And wham! Suddenly, I see that tree flying right towards my roof. I barely made it out alive. Long story short, the roof can be repaired, but something needs to be done about those trolls. And since I absolutely don't trust the village militia to handle this, I was wondering if you could take care of it.
That sounds dangerous. What do I get in return?
Apart from my everlasting gratitude? Enough gold to make up for the danger.
I'll see what I can do. Where can I find these trolls?
I don't know exactly where they're hiding, but probably up north from Farland's Hope in the forest. Good luck, friend. And thank you.
Interesting.
Huh. Interesting. Let me see.
They will fall. You'll regret this.
Focus, Iria. Focus. All right, here goes nothing.
Let's see.
Interesting.
Now would you look at that? What are you people doing here?
Oh, hello. Well, what does it look like? We're setting up an outpost. A way to make sure neither the orcs nor the bandits ever get that close to Farland again.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
Nice of you to ask, but we'll manage. Safe travels, friend.
Whatever's necessary.
More lost they will fall. What a pleasant surprise.
You read my mind.
Fair enough. Let's do this. Focus, Area. Focus. You asked for this.
You'll regret this.
I'll take a look.
right. We found Farland's hope. So, what's your plan? Shall we just walk in there and tell everyone we're sent by the Harbinger of Light?
No. Let's look for that mayor and use the code word LeCain gave us. He'll know what to do.
Sounds good.
Interesting.
Now that's a face I haven't seen before. Where are you from? You don't look like Iskander folks to me.
We're not. Actually, we are sent by the light and are looking to meet a contact here.
So you're the ones LeCain was talking about. Huh. Had something different in mind, to be honest. But anyway, I'm Clara Farland, mayor of this beautiful place. I suppose you figured as much already. Judging by that look in your eyes, you probably want to get straight to the point. You're here for the dwarf, aren't you? Iskrim.
Yes. Is he in the village?
No, he's not. But I can tell you where he is, under one condition.
All right. What do you want?
What? No bickering? That's a pleasant surprise. To be brief, about 2 months ago, orcs invaded Iskander. And it seems they are set on destroying our village. Our militia is doing its best to keep them at bay, but the situation's getting more dire by the minute. Since you two look as though you can fight, I was wondering...
If we can join your militia.
Pretty much, yes. If we don't get rid of the orcs soon, Farland's hope will be history. And also, they've got your dwarf.
Well, seems that we have no choice then. We'll...
Wait a second. Weren't you a corporal in the Royal Army before all this?
I was. Until they try to execute me, remember?
Yes, but that doesn't change anything about your experience, does it? I think we should talk to the local commander and see if you can, well, help him out. As a leader.
Hold on a second, darling. Are you suggesting we let a stranger take over our militia?
Temporarily, yes. Look, Madam Farland, I know how this sounds, but this is a seasoned commander you're talking to.
But... fair enough. Maybe this is worth a try. Truth be told, Commander Mart hasn't done much but yell at people anyway. Go and tell him I sent you. Then, help him prepare an attack on the orc camps. Mart keeps on saying it is too risky, but I don't see any other options at this point. He's eastwards, at the foot of this mountain. Ah, and one more thing. Try to be sensible, will you? Just tell him who you are and how you can help. He's, well, quite the character.
Sure.
Orcs coming from the east!
Blazes! Fend them off! Don't let them through! For fuck's sake! Are you sodding idiots drunk or just stupid? I told you to keep your formation! Clean this mess up, somebody!
Are you Mart? Clara sent me.
It's Commander Mart, and yes, I am. What does she want? I'm busy.
I know, and I wouldn't disturb you if it weren't important.
Well, spit it out then. What does she want?
I'm here to take over the militia.
What?
I'm a former corporal of the Royal Army, and I'm here to take over the militia for a while to solve your orc problem.
That was a good one. That was a really, really good one. Now get the fuck out of my sight.
Look, sir. From what we've been told, it's only a matter of days before the orcs will tear this place to pieces. We need to attack, and you need someone experienced to lead you.
Attack? For fuck's sake, that's suicide. Most of these soldiers don't even know what end to hold a sword with. It won't last a bloody minute.
You're right, they won't. If you're the one leading them.
All right, that's it. No one talks to me like that. No one. But shut it! I'm done with this! You want to lead my men to their deaths? Fine, do it! Let this whole fucking place go to the claws of Nor. I don't give a damn anymore.
Well, shit. Clara won't be happy about this.
Tiara's breath. Is this what be sensible looks like to you? You better lead as well as you throw punches. If that orc camp remains at our borders and without Mart, there won't be much of this place left by dawn. I hope you know that.
Sorry, things just got out of control.
Ah well, what's done is done, isn't that what they say? I'll tell the villagers you're in command for now.
Good. I'll prepare an attack on the orcs.
Yes. Just remember what's at stake, will you? These troops you'll be sending into battle, they're sons, daughters, brothers, and sisters. And they will be trusting you, because I do.
I'll do all I can.
Make sure it's enough.
Did you say something?
Commander, we finished researching a new technology. Building completed. Building completed.
So much to do, so little time.
Building completed. Building completed.
Well then. It will only take a second.
Building completed.
So much to do, so little time.
Get ready!
Whatever's necessary.
Here we go.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
You read my mind.
They will fall.
All right, here goes nothing. Get ready!
Will do.
Here we go.
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Sounds like a plan.
I ride with Hiran.
Go! Hey! Attack! Hunt him down!
Yes. You read my mind.
Die!
Let's do this. All right, here goes nothing. Get ready.
Where to?
They won't escape.
Building completed.
Focus area. Focus.
What's next?
All right, give me a second.
We're being attacked!
Now would you look at that? Let's see.
She's the fastest we have.
Hunt him down! Here! Hey! Hey, you there! Help me! Please! You need to get me out of here!
That must be Iskrim. Yes? You'll regret this.
got it.
Building completed.
So, what's the plan?
Building completed.
Get ready!
That's it. We won.
Great. Now time to free that dwarf.
All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. We're being attacked! Building completed.
Now would you look at that? Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Boy, Nihalf, thank you. These are Farland people, aren't they? I can't believe they really came for me.
The orcs were threatening to destroy their village. I made sure we'd be there in time to save you.
I see. Oh, by the fires of Bargagor. All these bodies. How many people did you lose to get through?
Far too many. There will be a lot of mourning in Farland tonight. Please tell me that you are Iskrim.
I am. Tell me, you don't look like one of these Farland people. How did you do this?
That's a long story.
Indeed. And at the risk of sounding heartless, time isn't exactly on our side.
I see. Well, then I best head off now. Thank you for everything, friend. You saved my life.
Hold on a moment. There's a reason we came for you. Rondar Lacane, the Harbinger of Light, sent us.
Ah. Well, that's, interesting. Why?
Well, because he thinks we can stop the Bloodburn. You're looking for the ancient Shaper city, right? Mullendir?
Well, yeah, that's what he hired me for. But what does Mullendir have to do with the Bloodburn? That's that gruesome plague, isn't it?
Yes. Magically gifted people are capable of hearing a voice before an outbreak of the Bloodburn occurs. Resembles some kind of song, and is sung in Shaper language.
A song? Well, that's certainly an interesting connection. I actually think I even know what you're talking about. So I'm guessing that song is why Lacane hired me to find the city in the first place.
Yes. What exactly are you, anyway? An archaeologist?
An archaeologist who specializes in Shaper, or as they call themselves, Zarlantha culture. They are a sea of mysteries, and yet there's so little knowledge about them. It's a pity.
Anyway, the Harbinger suggested that we join up.
Huh. Well, why not? Actually, you might be in luck. I believe I found the entrance to the city 2 days ago. But before I could get inside, the orcs took me. But would you mind continuing this conversation someplace else? Somewhere not littered with blood and corpses, if possible.
I agree. We should report back to Clara anyway, if the militiamen haven't told her already. Then our new friend can help us find the way to the Lost City.
Sounds like a plan. Yes?
I write with hearing.
What's next? Understood.
Just give the word.
This will be a masterpiece.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Sure.
Where to?
Something you need?
Interesting.
Hello?
Hello? Are you all right?
Oh, thank the Watchers. No, I'm not all right. There's bloody monsters everywhere, raiders tried to steal my wares, and just now I saw a group of orcs in the forest. You hear me? Orcs, for heck's sake! So, no. I'm a lot of things, but not all right.
Stay calm. You're not dead yet.
Yet? You hear it? I'm not dead yet. Such solace. All right, Albert. Just breathe. Breathe. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, that's it. I think I should head back to Farland's Hope now. That's the safest thing to do, isn't it? But how do I get there?
To the village? By yourself? I doubt that's a good idea.
Well, let me think. Go south.
South? Yes, that's it! Thank you so much, sir.
Need scouting?
Yes.
Huh?
Building completed.
Sleeping trolls. Lovely. Let's give them a wide berth, shall we?
They're dead. Let's get back to that hermit.
Yes?
Let's see. I took care of the trolls for you.
You did? Great! Good work! Now all I need to do is repair that roof somehow.
What about the reward?
Ah, yes, of course. Here, take that. I brew these myself. Believe me, they taste better than they look. Now, I best get to it, shouldn't I? That roof won't fix itself. Thanks again for your help.
All right, stay safe.
I will. Trust me.
Now would you look at
Oh,
that?
great to see a friendly face. Say, do you want to barter? I will need some time to set up shop, but you should come back later.
Old Audrey's son just came running into the village, telling everyone you made it. Is that true? Are the orcs dead?
They are. For now, at least.
I see. I'm still not happy about what you did with Mart, but at least you stood true to your word. What are your plans now?
There's an ancient Shaper city nearby, and the dwarf knows a way inside. We're going there as soon as possible.
A Shaper city? And what exactly would someone sent by the light be doing there? If you don't mind telling me, that is.
A cure for the blood burn.
Huh. A lofty goal.
Well, darling, I just hope you know what you're doing. As they say, some secrets are better left buried.
Do you think you could come back once you're done there? There's something else I might need your help with.
I have some, how shall I say, friends in high places. And something tells me that you'll need more allies soon.
What kind of friends in high places would a village mayor have?
Enough. Just trust me.
All right. I'll see what I can do. Then I guess we should go.
Guess you should. Goodbye, and good luck.
Thank you. Isgrim, where is that entrance?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it should be up north. I suggest you lead the way, Corporal. This way, right?
Was that just me, or?
The Song of the White. Yes. There might be bloodburn soon.
So, that was the song you were talking about?
Yes.
Sod it. Yes. I remember now. I've heard it before. Very faintly, though. I mistook it for the wind.
Many people do, I guess. Let's see.
Well then, I think this should be it.
A chunk of rocks.
At the risk of blowing your mind, the most prominent feature of a hidden entrance usually is that it's hidden. We just need to find a way to open it. Alright, let's try this. Zaran Yege Yanor!
Brace yourselves.
Maybe you mispronounced the words.
Look, there might be a great many things you can do that I can't, but reading a text from a piece of paper isn't among them. I'm not stupid.
Well, you did say you're not exactly an expert on Shaper language. Let us have a try.
Fine, whatever. Go ahead.
Xaren Nige Yanor.
You did it. By Nihal, you did it! We opened the door to the lost city!
Impressive.
Yes, impressive. For millennia, no one has ever opened that door.
A shapeshifter. I'm guessing you're here to avenge your brethren?
No. I'm simply intrigued by what you just did. To build an army from pitchfork-wielding villagers and destroy the Khal of an orc tribe is one thing. But to open that door, that's an entirely different story. Look, I know this might sound odd from orc to human, but I might need someone with your skills. So, if you're interested, meet me at the foot of Barga Gore. I think we could help each other.
Hang on. Why would you want to help me after I killed your brethren?
They weren't my brethren. These orcs you killed were ash reavers. I'm a fire wielder, and they had it coming to them. Invading human territory was just foolish. I have no sympathy for them. Either way, consider my offer.
Well, that was strange.
We'll think on this later.
Think on this? So you're actually considering his offer?
Maybe. The mayor wasn't so wrong about the fact that we might need allies. Now let's go in, shall we?
Sure. Lead the way.
Though your legs ache and your stomach burns with hunger, you cannot help but feel a vague sense of anticipation as you descend into the black tunnels. For the first time in a very long time, you feel as if you have direction.
Ugh. Is it just me, or does it smell rotten in here?
I'm afraid you're right. Even though the more pressing question should be, why are there lit candles in a place that hasn't been open for millennia?
But you're certain this is the path to Millendeer?
Absolutely. Something lives down here. The only question is, what?
I guess we'll find out.
What? Strange creatures. Run!
Blazes, what is that thing?
Looks like a golem to me. Maybe the Shapers created it.
Huh.
Interesting.
Speak the words.
Is that my imagination, or did that thing just talk to me?
I'm afraid so.
You err. Speak the words.
Move.
Let me see.
Speak the words.
Are you certain this is a good idea? This thing looks rather robust.
A golem. Don't let down your guard.
Shame. I wish I'd had the chance to study it further.
You'll get over it.
That's the way? Nihal's hammer. This is beautiful.
I won't argue with that.
Do you feel that? Wind. We're getting close to the exit.
Many tales have been told about Mulandir, the lost city of the Shapers. While some scholars go so far as to doubt its very existence, others claim that it was a utopia, an unconquerable city in a valley of never-ending summer. However...
By Nihalf, we found it. This is amazing.
I agree.
Now where can we find clues about the Bloodburn? Is Grim?
Huh? Did you say something?
I said, where should we start searching for clues? We need to find out more about the song.
The song? Yes, of course. Do you think we could rest for a moment first, though? I'd like to take some sketches of this place.
Well, how about we go back to Everlight to get some charcoal first? It's not as if we're in a hurry.
You're mean.
All right. I guess you have a point. The only problem is, deciphering the Shaper tongue isn't an easy task. We can't just walk in here and expect to find the answers we're looking for.
Then what do you suggest?
I assume the Nexus would be the best place to start. The heart of the city.
The Nexus?
Long story. In short, it's every Shaper city's core. It's where they drew the energy for their constructions from, where they created their devices, and where they stored their knowledge.
All right then, let's go.